Much love to you and welcome. And to my returning subs, my growing extended beautiful family, you keep going, keep going. No matter how hard your situation is, trust it, believe it's making you harder than you ever thought you would be able to achieve. So with that being said, even though that was corny as hell, but it is what it is. with that being said, with that being said, with that being said, much love to all. Namaste, loving blessings, love and light, and many blessings are definitely coming your way. And if you have been watching my videos for a while and have not already, please like and subscribe. Hit that notification bell at the bottom so you know when your girl's about to upload her next video. Also, if you're comfortable enough, drop a line or two. I would love a chance to get to know you as much as you're getting to know me, even if it's about the positive feedback to the content of my video, or you're just up telling me about your empathic gift, how it impacts your life and heading you towards a positive direction. And if you feel like the videos are, informative, insightful, give you good vibes, uplift that you would love to share with a loved one, family, or a friend, or even a fellow empath that may be going through trying times at the moment and just needing spiritual guidance or just needing confirmation or validation towards life path or even soul purposes, please go ahead and share. And while you're at it, give your girl a thumbs up, like, and also share on your social media favorites wherever you see fit. And thank you once again for the love and support. It's always appreciated. And I hope you're able to resonate with the content of my video. And the music that I'm playing, the channel I'm using today is called Zen Life Relax. I haven't used this one in a long time. It's called 858 Hertz. Release unconsciousness, unsubconscious, bad energy. Open up to spiritual experience and deep healing. Let apologize, for the quality right about now. The video I'm doing today is 2021 Heyokas, going harder for what you deserve than the people that are working overtime, that fear that you may discover it. That I always had to learn. A lot of times it's hard for you to be able to stay positive when you constantly have hiccups from either situations, or there'll be people that's trying to distract you from different things in your life. You have to be able to appreciate them. They go hard for you as well as your supporters do. And the reason why of that, they both think you're great, because it's just like if you were going and doing so many positive things in your life and did not have any kind of distractions or any hiccups or any speed bumps from anybody, something ain't right. You ain't doing it right, and it's like that. I used to always get aggravated. It's just like, why when every time, I'm trying to push out something positive, either I get a thumbs down or something like that. And then it's just like, you have to be able to laugh at that. With me, I always have to say, if I'm pushing out something positive and I'm keeping it real, a lot of times your enemies are not that far away, you know, and a lot of times it usually is not coming from total strangers. It's either friends or family or, foes, whatever. But you have to allow yourself to appreciate those times, because it's just like, I have people that I'm on here with that also do the same things that I do, by doing different content on their own channels and stuff like that. I always, my YouTube fam, and I always, they'll come back to me saying, Rosalind, this was deleted, or they revoked this. I mean, you have to understand. Do not allow yourself to stop doing what you're doing because of someone else or some situations. I've had like different thumbnails taken off of my videos because they say this is against, guidelines, or I did a positive video on forgiving, my I don't even call them family, but my reflectors of truth. I had somebody get that banded off, and it was just like, that that kind of upset me. But then it was just like the inner part of me said, don't, keep going, keep going. I tell people that when you have enemies out there, and if they can figure out your weak spots and they can see this is how they're going to trigger you, and you allow yourself to either stop what you're doing or show a reaction to it, or you're absorbing that situation, they're going to keep on going. They're going to keep on going, because it's just like when I had one of my videos deleted, and then I accidentally deleted it myself, and I said, what, I'm gonna go ahead and do me a better video than that. But I appreciate, somebody getting me flagged because I was talking something positive in my life. And I knew it wasn't, too far behind. But I even appreciate those things because it allows me to know, when somebody's threatened by your truth, that's more about them than it is about you. But you have to allow yourself to keep going. That lets that gives you more momentum to figure out, why, this person's trying to trigger you. And truth, that when you really look at it the way it is, you are more of a trigger to them than they are to you. But these are the things. that was brought into your life for you to be able to break those cycles. Allow yourself to keep working hard on what you're wanting to discover about yourself, how far you can go, how you are determined to not even give up on yourself. Because there's a lot of times when things got hard for me, I walked away. And my mom used to always tell me, you never know how good you are if you fell on you. When you failing on yourself, you're failing on your life. And that's not something you should do. That's not something you should do, regardless if you're going for something and it may be something very foreign to you, but you're giving it all you have. Yes, it can be scary at times when you're on new territory, but these are the things that you're being guided towards. I'm, like I said, I got me a project that I'm working on, and trying to do it, and I'm just like, man, this is crazy, but it's exciting at the same time, and I'm really trying to be able to work this out through everything that I'm doing. And this is not something I've always embarked on it before, but then it's just like keeping myself busy. And it's just like when you're working hard for yourself, it's good when you don't have any kind of help. When you have your spiritual reinforcements, or you have guys that you talk to at that time that's pointing you in the right direction, those are good things. Not every time, when you first starting something, you should be partnering up with somebody unless that's something that you and that person is supposed to been doing in the first place. But it's always good to do this on your own, because it's like, truth of the matter is, when you finally get up there and you're really doing something that's going to show up and show out for you, you never want somebody to say, oh, they wouldn't be there if it wasn't for me, or oh, they wouldn't have had that if it wasn't for me. And it's just like with my situation, I'm saying I'm going all in for me, regardless on who I'm related to or whatever. This is my journey. This is my path, and it's just like wanting my family to be proud of me, in the spiritual realm. I already know they are, but it's just leading my own path, not living in the shadow of my family, and wanting to just make something of my own, being my own self made person, and being able to say, I did this all on my own, even though my experiences of what I went through has taught me a lot, gave me a lot of wisdom, a lot of insight. It helped me grow. I found my strength within myself, found how I'm determined to keep moving, even when things may not feel like it's going right for me. And that's where it really truly kicks in for you. Because now, if it's too easy, what the heck you gonna learn? And it's just like, it'll be boring. It won't give you that excitement. It won't give you that adrenaline rush for things to be, going by a textbook. You know what I'm saying? Is be predictable. You have to have a little bit of, be like a movie. It has to be like a little thriller or an action packer. I know psycho stuff, but you know what I'm saying? Something different. And when you're doing something that's out of the norm for you, it's scary as mess, but it's just like, you don't want to put that vibe like, what if I don't make it? What if I don't do this? You have to be able to have that mindset like, this is something totally new for me, but I'm gonna give it all I have. It's just like, if you had a life to where things has just been crapping on you left, right, left, right, left, right, and you wanting something different in your life, you want your life to be better, you're gonna have to do something totally different, totally out the norm. It's just like last year should have been teaching you a whole lot. And when I'm looking at my life, I'm like, man, if this situation did not make me almost snap, almost made me go crazy, but all in all, it allowed me to really see things for what it truly is. Like masks just dropping off left and right, left and right. You're being able to allow yourself to see what parts of you that you're wanting to grow. Well, all of you should be, every part of yourself wanting to grow, but you're seeing what parts is no longer needed in your life. There's certain ways you have to be able to eliminate in your life to be able to go in a healthy direction. you know, being able to be responsible of everything all across the board, being able to allow yourself to work on aligning yourself all across the board. You have to go hard for that. You know what you deserve in your life. You can't wait for somebody to hand it to you. You got to be able to work hard for it, and just being able to do that. And it's like when it's good, when, there's different times I wanted to be able to do stuff with other people, and it was just like it didn't work out that way. And I'm just like, you know what? It's okay though, because it's like, even though I didn't, collab with that person or go that way, it may not have been a good thing for me right now. Don't mean it can be better later on, but this is not what was planned for you in the first place. Because there are different people that, like, Ross, I'm thinking about doing this. Can you do this with me? And it's not that I didn't want to do that with them, but it's just like, if the universe allows me to do that with you, it's fine. And it's not like, I'm saying I don't want to do something with you, but it's just like, if you're still going through life lessons, There'll be certain things that you couldn't help me with because I'm still going through life lessons. And when it comes back to that point, if it's meant to happen that way, they will make sure that happens, because that was meant, it's meant for it to happen that way. But it's just like when you're going for you, you know what kind of situation you want in your life, you know what you've been working hard to manifest. And it's just like they may be having you in one direction, and maybe, that direction is, don't stop. And they're about to turn you into a different direction on how to do stuff. And it's just like the way I see all the things I was doing. Like, I just thought I was just gonna be doing YouTube videos. I never thought I was gonna be, doing stuff on, IG, or doing any, podcasting. I need to get back on those as well, because I've been doing a lot of purging. I've been doing a whole lot of soul searching. And those are the times where you have to really dive deep for self care. You're really allowing yourself to move forward. And it's just like sometimes you got to be able to put that fire up under your butt. Because it's like when I talk to the universe, it's like everything that I've been going through has brought me so many blessings. But it's like the things that, has really got me on this path from all the trauma I've experienced in my life has been very emotionally, mentally, spiritually, physically draining to me. And it's just like I get aggravated when certain things was still, coming up. But you have to understand too, when you're in that zone of healing, it's gonna go for layers, especially if it is, it's been suppressed. It's like how long you've been going through stuff. You've been going through stuff since you were a child, and you're, in your adult age. It's gonna come in layers where, you're still purging that stuff. And they know that takes a lot of energy out of you, and I hate it because the fact is with me, I want to be able to do, my videos almost every day and then be able to chill for a minute. But it's just like I'm releasing so much, but I'm getting so much insight at the same time. I have to take that time out for myself. So, at least if I'm not doing videos, I try to at least put out some posts and stuff like that, and I'm trying to get myself back on the routine of doing all the stuff that I've done before. And it's just like you're gonna be tired, but it's like it's gonna be okay. There gonna be many days you're gonna have sleepless nights. There gonna be many days you can't hang with the crew. There'll be many days you can't be out, at the club or in the mall or stuff like that. Is when you're working on your own success, it's gonna be some days where you just gonna have to be by yourself. And these are the things that's gonna benefit you. It may be, dull, quiet, exhausting at that moment in time. But when you finally get yourself to where you truly like, this is my life, this is my baby. I, made this. I molded this. The universe helped me get that. You showing an attitude of gratitude towards them. It's like, oh, thank you for putting me all through these changes, because it allowed me to go above and beyond for myself. This made me want to go harder. I'm glad you placed these challenges in my life, because it allows me to, truly appreciate everything that I'm doing, because it's like you need those challenges in your life when things are taking place to catapult you into a situation. You're going in unknown territory where it's going to, you gonna have abundance, not just from, the monetary value, but it's going to be a abundance in spiritual knowledge. Within yourself, you'll be strengthened. You're becoming aligned. You're seeing what's for you, what's not for you, learning from, good and bad experiences from your past. So, when things come up, and history does have a habit of repeating itself, you know exactly the way to go. And at times I talk to a lot of y'all, you drop comments, or, I talk to y'all on the side. It can be hard. It can be really hard at times. And it's just like a lot of times it'll be to that point where you really want to walk away and give up on what you're doing. And it's going to be like that. It's going to be like that. But you have to understand, nothing that you want that's going to impact your life in a huge way is going to come easy to you. There's some people that's blessed that can go through stuff like that. But when it comes to you, that's where, it's more exciting like that. It's like when, you're working hard for something you did, you can get all that, all the vibes like, heck, look how far this situation has gotten me. I've been through so much, but look how far I've gotten just from that traumatic experiences that, I went through, that showed out, and there's a lot of times like when I see different motivational speakers on them opening up and telling their life experience, it really shows you how much of a blessing that you can be in somebody's life. I've seen somebody who, I forgot what the guy's name was, but he was strung out on cocaine and heroin for a longest time. And like he showed his pictures where he was really drugged out, like he was like scraping the bottom of the barrel, like he was rock bottom, but he was basement rock bottom, you know. And then when you see him now, it was like night and day. And he was, sharing his whole life on, what these situations brought him, how bad it gotten, and not shameful or anything. And, I mean, that was like, shoot, that made me feel good, because it's like when you're allowing yourself to be transparent in everything you're doing in life, you never know. You could be a mentor for somebody you didn't even know you were mentoring, because you're allowing them to know I'm human. I'm living a human experience, spiritual being, but human experience. And these are the things that I'm going through. No, I don't had losses after losses. I've been knocking on doors. They wouldn't even open a door for me. They ignored me, all these different things. And it's just like when they didn't open the door for me, I done made my own. I made me my own boss. I came back and bought not just that door, but the whole daggone building that they didn't want to let me enter into. And then it's going to be like nobody ain't going to be able to tell you nothing. Not like you're above anybody. But then when you allowing yourself to know where you're getting, they allowed you to see the bad times. They allowed you to see things where it constantly fell through for you, where you felt like, yes, this is it. And then next, boom, it done fell, made you fall every single time, but you never gave up. And that's what they want you to look at, even when the things that they set you up for, and a lot of times universe will set you up for failures just to see, or, just like you can say to yourself and tell the universe, ain't nothing, I mean, nothing is going to stop me from getting what I want. Like, okay, you sure about that now? Okay, all right, we got you. We're going to do you. We got you. We got you covered. Then they're going to put you in different obstacles in your life that make you want to walk away and this like the hell with all this. I can't deal with all that, whatever. But then it's just like you have to understand there's too many people that see you, and I mean really see you, even though they may act like they ain't checking you out. They're really checking you out and praying that you give up. They praying for your downfall. And they're doing that. And that's because they don't want you to discover a part of yourself that they see. And a lot of times, when I look at the situation I'm in, and there's a lot of times I don't have a heart like that to do that, because I'm just like, I couldn't do it to anybody. I don't have that type of mentality, but it's just like, not everybody got that mindset like you. Not everybody got that same heart rate like you. You want to see people grow, but there's so many people that's in your life just trying to work overtime to make sure you fail at every single thing they do, because they see that specialty in you. They think you are better than the supporters think that you're better, because that's the reason why they work hard on trying to disrupt your life, trying to distract you, because they don't want you to discover that special part of yourself that you truly deserve. So when you're going through these ups and downs on trying to open doors for what you're manifesting in your life, you're going to appreciate those struggles. You're going to appreciate those setbacks, those days, those rainy days, those hard days, because it taught you no matter what goes on, you push forward. No matter what other folks think that you don't deserve, know what you deserve, and allow you to keep going. So I hope you were able to, get into this message and relate to it as any way possible. But trust and believe, you about to get better than what you expected, just because of the stuff that you've gone through. But I would love to give a post notification shout out to Confused Turtle 789. Janae, every time when I see Janae, it make me think about Forrest Gump. So that made me want to go back and watch that movie. I love that movie. Uh, Amanda Davis, much love to you. And Sweet Moody Fish C, as well as Jessica Rachel. Much love to you as well. Like and subscribe. Hit that notification bell. Drop a line. Tell somebody about the channel. Like I said, I'll leave all my contact information at the bottom, whatever you're wanting to discuss. I try my best to go ahead and help you out. It's like, just networking and just being able to, try to figure out where you trying to go and where you're trying to take yourself to. Um, know that you are truly blessed, highly favored, and forever loved, and knowing there's always someone out there praying for better days. I pray that everything that you're trying to manifest comes so much bigger than you ever imagined, and it comes sooner than you ever expected. See you on my next video. Much love to you. Peace.